Good morning and welcome to Coffee and Cards. I'm going to keep a good thing going, and everyone today will get a card from what we call the Big Deck Energy. I combine the Starseed Oracle and the Work Your Light Oracle to make one really big, super fun deck. And then anyone who pays for Cash App, hi Michelle, or Venmo, we are going to be using the Everyday Witch. And I have to tell you right now, this is my favorite deck. I've been getting the best readings from this deck, so I'm super excited about it. I'm going to put these out of my way. The decks are charged and Reiki'd, and we have Brandy here today. Can everybody tap the screen to say welcome back to Brandy? I think everyone is on this morning. I think that we have Amber, Taylor, Justina, and Brandy. It's like the good old days, and I'm thrilled. I hope you guys are as happy as I am. I have not had one sip of coffee yet. Call it Mercury retrograde, but I'm going to start drinking that coffee while we all tap that screen. For the moderators, thank them for being here because they make this go so smoothly and so beautifully, and we all just have like a much better day when we work together. Also, you guys, I started a little Mercury retrograde challenge. I'm going to try to be really good about posting. You guys know I'm bad at that. But where we do something every day to make retrograde not feel so horrifically hard, right? So the very first one I posted was check your inbox, like get your inbox to 0. And let me tell you, I found a reading. I thought I was all caught up and I was like, oh my God. Total typical retrograde stuff where, you know, you think you've seen everything, or you think the communication's good, or you think, right? So I think it'll be really fun if we do this together. I hope you guys are into it. I just posted a video, and I think that'll make it run smoothly and we'll feel more in control in a time that can be a little bit difficult. So I'm going to start shuffling. As always, if you guys have a specific question, want mediumship, anything like that, $10 Cash App or Venmo, the girls will throw those up. I do have some appointments available today, and I opened up more time. So now I feel like I have all this time because I opened up more time in my schedule because nobody could get in. So if you guys want to work with me one-on-one, just check out the links in the bio. Good morning, Vanessa. Hi, everybody just joining. I'm so glad you guys are here today. How's everyone doing? It feels like fall in California, and let me tell you, that makes me happy. I'm not a hot weather kind of person. I am the happiest when like my windows can be open. Hi Esme, good morning. Hi Heather. Hi from Scotland. Good afternoon. Wow, so beautiful. I'm jealous. I want to see. I've never even been to Scotland. I haven't been very many places. Thank you for the flowers. Hi. Good morning. I'm going to take a couple more sips, and then I'm pretty sure Brandy's going to start these names quickly. Don't forget, in this space, you only need to drop your name once. We never want people to feel like, you know, pick me. That's not how we do it here. We want everyone to feel included and thought of. So just drop your name one time and you get a card. Good morning, Missy. Good morning, Missy. A new earth. It's all happening. Just keep holding the vision. I love this for you, Missy. Love this for you. It's all happening. Just keep holding that vision. Sometimes we feel like things aren't happening fast enough. We're so used to that instant gratification, but let me tell you, it's happening. Liza, good morning, Liza. Where are you being called to journey to? So last time I read this, I was like, someone needs to go on a meditative journey. I actually think, Liza, you need to like go somewhere. I don't know if that means get in your car or plan a trip, but I think maybe you were invited to do something, or you're thinking about something and you've kind of been on the fence. This is your sign to do it. Definitely do it. Good morning, Annie. Hi, Annie. Star Mother, how can you mother yourself? So Annie, this is calling for a little inner child healing today. What do you need to, how do you validate yourself and give yourself some love so that you feel like you're getting what you need, right? I think that's really important. You need to mother yourself the way you wish you were mothered. Jen B, star bathing, light body, crystal grid, transmission activation. So I don't know if you know about crystal grids, but when you put crystals together, they activate and they help everything integrate. It's why I use that manifestation board so often. You basically right now are a crystal grid and you're activating. Everything in you is activating. What's really nice about that is after activation, integration comes. And then things that felt really, really hard don't feel so hard anymore. Suddenly you're like, oh, okay, I get this new thing that I'm doing. Hi guys, welcome Kathy, good morning. Hi Tammy. Hey, I think we restocked the coffee and cards mugs. I've gotten all your emails. I know that the mugs have been gone and it's frustrating, but we restocked them. So check them out. They're there if you want them. Then we can all be drinking from the same mug. Ruby H, break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. This is a hard one. It's always difficult when we're the ones who have to break these karmic chains. I see a lot of things on TikTok where I want to like post and say, so this is ancestral trauma. This is when things happen over and over again, the same patterns to the same families all the time. And we all have them. Don't think I don't have them. I have them. We all have them. But you have to like recognize the patterns and say, okay, I see this and I'm going to stop this. Even if it's the way that you respond to something that's happened repeatedly in your family. If you respond in a more positive way, it changes the patterns. Vanessa F. This is a hard one. You got the Tower. The crumbling. It says, what are you clinging on to? It means that something in your life is going to have to change. Last time I pulled this, I had no idea why. I pulled it for my family and I pulled it twice and I was like, what is going to happen? And then something pretty serious happened and we had to work together to get through it and we're okay, but it did change us permanently in a better way. You just don't know it when it's happening, right? So often when people see the Tower, they get really afraid. But what I want you to see is all the old and then all the new. Sometimes things have to break down to be rebuilt in a more positive way. So know that this isn't always a negative card. Usually it comes with a lot of positivity and there's no need to be afraid of it. But it is the card that people are the most afraid of. So just know something's going to change. It's nothing will be the same after this moment. Though that does not mean that it's not a good thing. Who is next? I don't want you to be afraid of this, okay, Vanessa? I promise it's okay. Probably it's going to work out in your favor. You are welcome. Who is next? I'm just talking and I missed it. There it is. Heather B. Thanks. You're so good, Brandy. You guys tap that screen for Brandy. She keeps me so organized and on point. Like tap that screen for her. Heather B. Boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? So listen, boundaries is a big word and sometimes it makes it seem like it's a lot harder than it is. It's as easy as saying, I understand that you woke up in a bad mood, but that has nothing to do with me. So I'm going to need you to like check that attitude or find a way to channel this better, right? Setting a boundary doesn't have to be a big deal. It's just saying, I don't like that. And I want you to do this way. Phyllis S. Phyllis S. Sisterhood of the Rose, beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. I love this because you're in exactly the right place, right? This is what this shows you, Phyllis. You're in the right place. You're hanging out with like all this like priestess energy and you can see that there's a way to be powerful and be soft. There's a way to be powerful and be loving. And when we learn that, you know, it changes the way that we interact with almost everyone in our life. So congratulations. That's a great card. That's the card I would want to pick for myself. So Janelle. Hi, Janelle. Don't dim to fit in. I just was interviewed for an article and they said, what's your number one advice that you would give to women? And I said, do not dull your sparkle to make other people feel more comfortable. This is an important thing. If you are always coming, don't ever, Fozzie Bear, no need to be sorry. Honestly, we do it totally different here. And I never want anyone to feel sorry because you feel eager and want to have this experience. Hopefully we'll get to all the names today. If not, we're here Monday through Friday. And you can always work with me one-on-one. And I have all kinds of ways to work with me that start really, really affordably. So don't worry about that. No apologizing. So I need to go back. Hi, you guys. Welcome. I forget who I was reading for. So I feel really bad, but listen, don't dim to fit in. Always come with love and kindness. Like you don't need to be an asshole to be powerful, but don't dim, right? Sometimes when you're a really powerful woman and you vibrate at this high frequency, it makes other people uncomfortable because they don't know how to do that. But that's on them. That's not on you. Always shine super bright. It's your job. Hi. Welcome, you guys. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being here. Good morning, Abby. My son's roommate's name is Abby. I don't know if this is the same one, but hi, Abby. The golden children, inner child, tenderness, innocence, rare gifts. So be really kind to your inner child today, right? Really kind to that piece of yourself that feels some sort of way. Don't shame yourself for feeling the way you feel. Don't do anything that makes you feel shitty for needing to heal a certain piece of yourself. Be really kind, really loving, and treat yourself like you would your kids. Oh, my girl's on here. Hi, Charlie. How you doing, honey? I miss you. It's so weird not having you here. I'm never going to get used to empty nest, I swear. Welcome, everybody. Charlie's here. My daughter's here. I was just saying I pulled the cat tower, and it was hard, but we got through it, right? And that we should not be afraid of the tower card. Good morning, everybody. Who is next? Who is next? My shower is cold 24/7. I want to move home. Honey, that's called college. We miss you too. We miss you using all of our water all day long. Cammie. Hi, Cammie. Babe, our daughter's on here. Cammie.
Hi.
Lifting the veil, questioning everything. Anything unaligned must go. So when we get through the dark night of the soul, which is a really difficult time, no one tells you, these memes make it seem like a spiritual awakening is some easy thing. It's not easy. But once the veil is lifted and you start the integration process, it's amazing how you can see things so clearly. When people are projecting all over you, you're like, hi. So that has nothing to do with me. And I'm not going to, as an empath, I choose not to absorb your shit, right? So congratulations. That is a great place to be. Hi, Ryan. My son's best friend's name's Ryan, and I love him like he's mine. So I love you too. Hi, Ryan. Empathetic starseed, energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours. So ironically, I was just talking about how if you can learn to observe and not absorb and really pay attention to what people's moods are, they have nothing to do with you, right? But as empaths, we take those in and we think that it's all about us. It's not all about us. Trust me, it's about them. Hi, Laura. I see you just sent $10 in. If you could tell me what your question is. Girls, can you get that from Laura? And let me start shuffling, and then we'll get right back to the list. But as always, if you Cash App or Venmo, you go to the top of the list immediately. Oh, thanks for the gifts. Thank you so much. Laura, what is your question? Hi, Jan from California. I'm in California too. Welcome. Tammy is next. Don't let me forget Tammy's next. I want to know what Laura's question is, just so that I stay on top of these. If you guys can tag me in that. It's Laura, Lara. Laura. Are you there, Laura? Hi, all of us in Cali. I think I need to do a meet or greet somewhere. I need to figure out how to do that. If I did a meet and greet, would you guys come say hi to me? If I found a place to do that in Northern California? Still waiting on Laura. Just shuffling here, waiting for her. I think that'd be fun, right? Oh, Sydney G also sent money. Sydney G. You guys, can you keep track of this? So we have Laura and Sydney. Hi, Sydney. Okay, whoever was, right. Whoever, Laura or Sydney, whoever tells me first what their question is, we will do it. Southern Oregon originally. So I don't know which is Southern and which is what. My daughter's in Eugene, so I'm in Eugene quite a bit. I need to go all over and meet everybody. I would love that. How's Sam right now? Will we rekindle? Is he going to reach out soon, or should I initiate? Okay, so let's see. Ace of Cups. So I do. How is he? It feels like maybe there's a third party involved in this. I'm not 100% sure, but I also think that you are going to talk and you're going to rekindle. So let me tell you what I think about this. I think that you should wait it out. It's a retrograde, so he's probably going to reach out. Listen, usually when you're going through a breakup or you're going through some sort of thing in a retrograde, you're going to hear from them. I hear from people in retrogrades that I have not talked to in years. So you will hear from him. I think that right now there's some stuff going on with him that he's working through and kind of trying to cycle through and figure out how he feels about everything. That's how I'm taking this. But I do see that you will talk. You are definitely going to talk. I wouldn't initiate, though. I think part of it for men, honestly, I hate saying this, but I think a lot of men really like the chase And I think it's important that you're not too available. Is there a third party? I don't know. I think he's like figuring out how he feels about everything. I'm not saying that there's for sure a third party, but I just feel like, give him some space to figure it out. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. Trust me on that. But he is going to reach out. I do see that. And it does look like he will rekindle things. It does look like it will work out in your favor, but just give it the time it needs. And who? Sydney, what is your question? And Jennifer has a question too. So, so he's definitely talking to other girls. I don't know that it means anything important, right? So just give him the space he needs to figure out how he's feeling. Men handle things different than women do, right? Try not to, again, don't take this personally. Don't, but wait it out because you will communicate. Sydney asked if her boyfriend and her will remain in a healthy relationship. Well, girl, the answer to that is a big fat continuing to be very emotionally fulfilling. So I love that, Sydney. It's emotionally fulfilling. It's good. It's healthy for you. This is a good choice. This is a good choice for you. So keep being nice to each other. Remember to lead with love, and that will really help. So Sydney and Laura, I think that's it. If anyone else, I thought I got another Cash App or Venmo. Let me check really fast. But right now I'm just seeing Sydney and Laura. Jennifer Stevenson, what is your question? Can you have one about, yes, I'll give you a card, Charlie, but let me, Jennifer Stevenson, how is Daniel? Will we ever have a friendship again or more? Is that you? I feel like, Sydney, you need to be mindful every day to come with kindness and love, right? If someone's being toxic, you need to say to them, I don't know what's going on that's triggering you, but I really want to help you through this, right? So that's how you handle that. But it looks like, listen, I got the Page of Cups and the Ace of Cups. That's all very positive and loving. Just be mindful about how you speak to each other. Okay, let me go back to Jennifer. Sorry, guys. Can you guys give me Jennifer's again? I can't find it. Oh, how is Daniel? Will we ever have a friendship again or more? Okay, let's look. You miss him. I can feel how badly you miss him and how hard it's been on you. It's so hard because I think this is what I think. I think that you may speak again, that it is possible. But I think that honestly, right now you need to concentrate on things that make you happy. It looks like financially you have a lot of stuff coming in that's really positive. Jennifer, concentrate on that. Because right now it's kind of a trauma bond, right? And you're used to the back and forth of it all. And I don't think that's the healthiest thing. I think if you can concentrate on the positive financial things that are coming into your life, you'll attract someone who has all the characteristics of Daniel that you loved, but is a little healthier. So that's my suggestion. It's hard to know if you'll ever talk again. I do see you talking again. So you're definitely going to talk again. I just don't know how it's going to go. Just sent a Venmo, hoping for a love life. Sarah. Hold on. Let me see. Sarah, love reading. Okay. Do you have a specific question? Did you recently go through a pretty bad breakup, Sarah? Are you there? Sarah, did you recently go through a pretty bad breakup and you're still kind of recovering from it? Yes. Okay. So listen, you've sacrificed a lot for that relationship. Listen, you did everything you could. Everything you could. Do you hear me? There's nothing else you could have done. You did everything you could. And now it's time to take care of yourself and understand that you will manifest the life you love. You will call in someone very special that really cares about you. I promise you. Do you see that? That's coming in. But right now it's time to love you. Take care of you. When you learn how to do that, you won't accept toxicity and you'll understand so much more about yourself when you take that time. If you can start, you met someone new, perfect. Just make sure, slow and steady, Slow and steady on this new relationship. I do see you being extraordinarily happy with someone. I do. But slow and steady, and you need to be your biggest priority. Choose you every time. One time, if something makes you uncomfortable or makes you feel some sort of way, you have to say, you really have to say, honestly, it's important to me that you say, this makes me uncomfortable. That's how you set a boundary, by just being really honest about what your needs are. All right, you guys, I think we're caught up on these. Let me just check really fast. And then I think was Tammy next. Oh, you're so welcome. Listen, it's hard to choose ourselves, and it's hard, we have trained ourselves, like women in society, we have been told if we say that something's unhappy, someone might not like us anymore. Fuck that. You know what? If someone doesn't like you because you say this makes me uncomfortable, or I don't like this behavior, or whatever it is, they're not the right person, right? And for so long, this is how women are meant to act or something, and it's horrible. Okay, here we go, Tammy. I hate this card. Trust the niggle. What is that niggling feeling trying to tell you? I hate this card. Trust your gut. Let's say that. I feel like I need to... Yes, good, Charlie. That's good. So trust that nagging feeling. I do not love the naggy, I don't like how they call it the niggle. It really bothers me. But trust that nagging feeling. If you're having a nagging feeling, there is a reason. Trust it. Okay, for my girl, here we go. The Great Gathering. Oh, I was like, please tell me she's going to make really good friends. The Great Gathering. Intuitive hits, soul tribe, it's all coming together. I'm not like teary because my daughter spent a whole year in her dorm room last year. I love this, honey. You're going to make lots of friends, and you're going to go to class, and it's going to be really good, and it makes me happy. It's a good one. Okay, Brandy. Brandy. Fall into my arms. Surrender. Holding the opposites, the extremes of life. It's okay to feel like absolute shit, Brandy. Like you've been fucking through it. Like it's okay. Let people help you. Let people love you. I know it feels really safe to protect ourselves and like hide. We all do that ghost mode thing. We all do. But just know that you're really loved and people want to be here for you and support you through difficult times. Taylor. Council of Light. Divine orchestration. Helpers in the subtle realm. So this is very similar to what we got yesterday. People are going to come in and they're going to help you through this time of anxiety and getting used to things. It's okay to say, like, I feel uncomfortable. I don't like what's happening. I don't like these choices that my doctors are making. People are going to come help you. Big love, girl. Big love. Justina and then Amber. Justina, the cosmic heart, devotion, potency. Make your life a moving prayer, which you do. You do. You give so much light to so many people, and I can feel you coming through the grief and starting to light up again, and it's so beautiful. So beautiful. And here we go, Amber, who has also just gone through it. So let's give Amber a lot of love and some support. I remember soul planned, the fated life versus the destined life. This is a big one, and this is a hard one because we can be in a really great relationship. Actually, the last email reading I did said, it looks like your relationship's really healthy, but maybe you're not happy in it. And that's okay. It means your soul's screaming at you that there's another direction you're supposed to go. It's really hard when it doesn't make sense. We want things to make sense and be really easy. But sometimes, we just know that we're not in the right place, right? And that is an intuitive thing. That is that niggling or, pulling feeling that we talk about. So, if it doesn't feel right, it's okay. Just know that, Amber. It's okay to say, you know what? This isn't the way I thought it was going to be. And I feel like I belong someplace else. All right, you guys, who is next? Ivy. Okay, Ivy. Hi, sweet Ivy. Hi, Ivy. Birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. We have a master manifestor here, so make sure she's really careful with her words. Really careful with her words. Who is next on the list? Also, you guys, don't forget, you can watch the replay of this on my YouTube. They go up usually 2 or 3 days later. So if you missed it, if you have to go to work, we're probably still going to say your name. Go check out the YouTube. Same username, same photo. Is it Rebe? Rebe. Your life is a canvas. Artist, manifestation, creative accountability. So whatever it is that you're trying to create and you want to do it. Anything you visualize, you can make materialize. So trust yourself and trust your power. Use those artistic things to create a life you love. Holly. Good morning, Holly. Hi, Holly. I hope this is my Holly from yesterday. Hi, Holly. Earth. Learning how to be human in the world, but not of it. This is kind of, I think if this is my Holly, what we talked about yesterday. You are this empathic, loving, kind soul. And some people just don't know what that is. They don't know how to absorb that. And it's hard. And it makes us feel lonely. And it makes us feel a little isolated. And like, what did I do wrong? It's them. It's not you. It's them. Who is next? Who is next? Drop your first name, last initial. Everybody gets a card. If you missed it, you can watch it on the YouTube replay. Quetta, hi. I think it's your first time. I don't think I've said Quetta before. So welcome, Quetta, if it's your first time. Thanks for spending your morning with us. You're in a tough one. This is Inner Earth. And what it says is, and what I know is, you will survive this. New solutions and new beginnings are coming. So when someone comes into your life and you're like, I don't know if I should trust this, trust that your guides are sending them in to help you through this difficult time. They're coming in, they're going to help you, you're going to get through it, and everything is going to be better. I am thrilled for you. That is a good one. Hi, welcome everybody just joining us. It is good to be back. I've missed you guys. I took about 3 weeks off, so it is nice to be back. We have all the moderators here. Tap your screen for them. With no moderators, there is no me. I cannot do this without the girls keeping the list for me. So tap, 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 tap that screen for them. Tell them how much you appreciate them, because honestly, they make this happen. Hi, Soul Sister. Good morning. Hiding out as usual. I love your username. Hi, Danielle. Hi, Danielle. Transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level. Deep healing. I love this because this is kind of when the butterfly comes out of the cocoon and you turn into this different version of yourself, and you look back and you think, wow, I liked her, but she's gone. That girl is gone. This is the new me. So welcome. I love it. You can speed that up too by listening to Hertz frequencies and solfeggio tones. I love those. I have tons. I think I have a playlist, to go check that out. Sherry. Good morning, Sherry. Did that get figured out with Bree? I haven't even checked in. I had so much going on yesterday, but I hope, Sherry, that got figured out with Bree. Sherry, the intonation, crossing the threshold, rite of passage, everything from this point on is gorgeous. So you can see this is such a beautiful picture of walking through the darkness to get to the light and realizing that, like, it's all going to be okay, that you had to go through that darkness to get to where you are now. Beautiful card. Beautiful card. No need to spam, you guys. Everyone gets picked. For us, it's really confusing because the girls keep a list. So when you keep saying your names, it makes it hard for them to keep the list, right? So one time's plenty. Kathy. Good morning, Kathy. Pleiades, double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. So I have a feeling, I don't think that you had gotten a lot of channeled message before. You might be getting some intuitive hits that you don't quite understand. Trust those and trust that they'll show up later, and there's a reason you're getting those hits, right? And always remember, don't dim your light or change yourself to make other people feel uncomfortable. That's not your job. You want people to like you for exactly who you are. So, and don't absorb that energy that doesn't belong to you. It's not yours. It's their shit. Josephine F. Good morning. Awakening, energetic upgrades, and new way of being, integration. So we have a lot of integration happening today, which I love because the integration is the hardest part, Let's talk about like how many times and for how many years we could talk the talk, but we couldn't walk the walk, right? It's hard when you can't. Lala, did you just send me another one? Hi, Lala. I think Lala sent, Laura sent me another one, I think. So anyway, integration's good. Integration's really good. It means that you're actually doing the things that you've been saying for years. Okay. Hi, Lala. What's your question? Or Laura, sorry. Tell me your question, honey. Let me shuffle for a sec. What's your question? You there, honey? Oh, you're welcome. Yeah? Yeah, right. Earlier, like a second ago, right? This is what is your question? You there, honey? Laura? Sorry, guys. Bear with me. Thanks for being patient. Well, you know when the best time for us to reconnect. What I want you to do, honestly, I know this is hard, so I don't even need to like touch these for this. I want you to wait for him to contact you. I feel like in this situation, that's vitally important. He needs to do the chasing. That's part of what's going on with him. That's part of like the adding all the girls on social. That's part of who he is. I mean, I know that feels really hard, but I'm telling you, it's important. My only advice is you don't do the reaching out. Let him reach out, right? And when the time is right, and it's hard to trust divine timing. It's really, really hard to trust divine timing. But you're going to have to on this one. You're going to have to trust that when the time is right, he'll reach out. The thing is, it's very possible that you may have moved on by then. And I think that that's important too, because you don't need to always be waiting for him, even though I'm telling you to wait for him. I'm just saying it's you. No, I just think he's a chaser. I just think he likes to chase. I mean, I honestly believe that he's a chaser. He likes to chase. He likes all of that. And you chasing him will just feel less attractive to him. So just don't chase him. Sorry, I know that probably doesn't feel helpful, but that's honestly how I feel. Like a cellular level, that's how I feel. All right, you guys, who is next? And don't, men do that. They like need kind of new feeds and new attention. So just know, don't take it personally. It's not about you, but definitely don't chase them. I won't know when, because I don't tarot spy. So that's something I feel really strongly about is tarot spying. I don't tap into anyone's inner knowings without permission. I never will. Like, I'm not the girl who's going to be like, I channeled Gabby Petito. Like, it's never going to happen unless I get permission from a family member of someone who has passed on, or the person who wants the tarot reading. I'm not going to tap into them, but I can tap into the energy, and I can tap into knowing that the chase is important for him, right? That I can give you. Hope that's enough. Hope that's okay. But I always want to be really mindful about people's boundaries and things like that. And I just like, you wouldn't want someone tapping in and telling someone else how you feel, right? It just isn't cool. All right, you guys, who is next? Who is next? First name, last initial, we'll add you to the list. We're going to go, I think, for however long Brandy's can handle it. Ange G. Here we go. Hi, Ange G. Here we go. Hi, Ange G. Deep replenishment, retreat, rest. It's okay to ask to be held. There is something I always talk about, like the power of a hug, right? You need some human interaction, and you need someone to hold you, hug you. It doesn't need to be a significant other. It could be your best friend, but the power of a hug, the longer that hug, the more stabilizing it is for our adrenal system. So it's okay to say, I need this. Oh my God. I love a good hug too. My husband taught me to hug. My second husband. I don't even think I knew how to hug. No one ever hugged in my family until my current husband. And let me tell you, the good hug can like change everything. It really can. Who is next? Oh, I love that, Brandy. There's something so important about a long hug. There really is. How are we doing? Who's next? Beatrice. Trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? So this is a biggie. This is saying, honestly, that there's something that you've been wanting to do forever, but you keep telling yourself you can't do because of like imposter syndrome or whatever it is. You can do it. Do you hear me, Beatrice? Not only can you do it, your soul is screaming at you to do it, and it's part of your soul contract. So do it. This is your sign. Lisa M. Hi, Lisa. Lisa M. Mirror. This is another biggie. What is triggering you? So it's really hard to admit that if we're being triggered by something, it's something inside of us that we need to work on. It's not anybody's responsibility to tiptoe around our triggers. It's our job to figure out why it's triggering us and what part of ourselves we do not like, and that's why it's triggering it. That's what the journal's for. Check out that journal. It helps a lot with that. How's everyone doing? Are you guys getting tired, or are we okay? Let me know, because it's Brandy's first day back and this is a lot of energy. So let me know how you're doing. Phasia, I hope I'm saying that right. Phasia, I don't know if I'm saying that right, but the void. Stop. Embrace winter, the great cosmic wound. So the void is when you just feel like you can't get out of that dark space. Like it just feels like it's all really hard. That's okay. That's where the healing happens. No one says that. No one says like when you're depressed, you're doing deep healing. When you spend time alone, you're doing deep healing, but you are. It's where the deep, deep healing comes in. So here's the thing. You got to feel it. You got to feel it. You got to be in it. And then you're going to get to the other side of it. Like some of those other cards we've seen. And you'll be like, oh, that's why this happened. Right. So it's hard when we're in the muck of it. But it's in that muck that the lotus grows, right? Brooke. Good morning, Brooke. Lumeria, creating heaven on earth. It's all happening. So I don't know if you guys watch Bravo, but this card always reminds me of the Sheena Shea tattoo. It's all happening. So just know the things that you've been manifesting and you're working on, they are coming true. You are building a life you love. It is happening. Good morning. Hi. You like, yeah, the lotus analogy is important, right? Like, it's important. Through the muck and the mud is how we become who we have. I was wondering if you could get advice on a dark spirit. Tell me, I'm curious. I used to clear haunted houses, so I can give you, I can talk to you about dark spirits all day. Yeah, it's a great analogy. Like, we have to, you grow through the hard stuff. You don't grow through the easy stuff. Unfortunately, it's just a fact. Who's next while I wait for this dark spirit question? Hold on. I must have missed it. I'm annoying. Sorry, I'm looking Brandy. I think I did Laura. Hi, Laura. This is a different, different Laura. Laura R. Karmic relationship. Karmic relationships are the worst. I have to tell you, karmic relationships are the whole reason I have a job, honestly. Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, conflict. Karmic relationships feel like twin flames. They feel like soulmates. You're so energetically attached to this conflict and this like trauma that it's impossible to get out. And you just feel like you can't live without them. The thing is that the whole lesson of the karmic relationship is to get out in a healthy way, learn the lesson so that you don't repeat it anymore. That is it. That is the whole thing right there. So let me tell you, karmic relationships are painful. They're an energy drain. You feel like you're never going to be okay. But trust me, it helps. It helps. Get out. Get out, learn the lesson, and tell yourself you deserve all the good stuff and none of the bad stuff. Can you tell me why I feel a negative energy in the dark? It could be a number of things, but I would just clear the energy. I have to set really strong boundaries about energetic forces and stuff. I have to say, you are not welcome anywhere but in my office. If I have a client that I'm seeing the next day, I'm happy to get a download in my dreams, but I do not let anyone come to me unless they're going to send their family to me to get help. Or, I'm really clear. I'm like, no spirits get to come to me unless, one, you're sending your family to meet me and I need this information. Book the appointment first. When I get the appointment, then you can say, this is the download for this client. I don't want information about people that I can't help. That doesn't do me any good. I also, you sage your house every weekend. Yeah, it's so important. Saging the house is good, but it's really important to set those boundaries and say, listen, I don't like this dark energy here. You need to go. I am big on saging. Make sure the windows are open. And then selenite towers, I have them all over my entire house. And then I have black arrowheads for protection over every door. If I say go, you have to go. But you got to be really firm in it and you can't be afraid. It's very important to be firm and not afraid. Allie H, you set the same boundaries with spirit that you would with people in your life. Don't bug me unless you're going to give me a way to give you a solution. Allie H, warrior woman. Have you answered your deepest calling? You answered your deepest calling. So that's again, this is again that they called it the niggling or that nagging feeling, right? Trust that feeling. That is your intuition. Those are your guides. It's telling you that you need to go in this different direction. Trust it, even if it feels scary. Oh. Then they came in and stared. You need to tell them to go. So I would use any herbal cleanse that you feel comfortable with. I like white sage. Please make sure that you get it from someone indigenous, right? So that you're keeping it in the community, and clear it. You want them out. Be very, 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 very firm, right? And then set up those. I have all kinds of crystals in my Amazon page. I've tried to be really mindful getting them from good people. So check those out. And I have a blog on how to sage too, if you want to check that out. There's a blog on how to sage. Hi, Sydney again. Hi, Sydney. Loosen your grip, coping mechanisms, destiny, let God in. So Sydney, this is the thing, just chill. What's meant to be is going to be. The only thing you can do is take care of you. Take care of you. Choose you. Don't try to control anything, because the more we try to control it, the more control we lose, right? So just go with the flow, chill, and trust that you're exactly where you're supposed to be. Alicia C. So you guys, my stepdaughter's name is Alicia, and it's spelled the exact same way. Alicia C. Share your voice. Come out of the cave. Persecution, expression. So listen, don't let anyone judge you. That is their shit. That has nothing to do with you. Don't ever let somebody make you feel some sort of way about yourself. You come out of that cave, you be who you are, and you do not have to prove yourself to anyone because they're judgmental fucks. I just got a cash app from Sweet Vanessa. I think she's worried about that Tower card. Yes, you guys, when I first was going through my spiritual awakening, I constantly thought the doorbell was ringing. I drove so Vanessa, are you there? Are you there, Vanessa? What is your question? Are you there, Vanessa? Oh, say, this is Vanessa, and then tell me what the question is if you have a different username. So is the card about your relationship? So we pulled the Tower card. Let's just get into your relationship with like this real deck and see what we get. Is that cool? Okay, let's see. Let me see. Are you having trouble in your relationship right now? Before I start pulling, are you having trouble in your relationship? Yes, you're having trouble in your relationship. I think that you feel really judged. I do. I think you feel judged, and I don't think you feel supported. I think that you have a lot of anxiety around the relationship, and I think that you do not feel like this is what it was supposed to look like. So the truth is, I want you to sleep on it. I want you to think about it, but I kind of think you might be the one who's going to do the leaving. And I think you've been thinking about doing the leaving, and maybe you just needed me to give you the push that says, you're safe to go. There's someone else out there for you. I can tell you this. I promise you're not going to be alone. You're not going to be alone. You're a total catch. The whole world's going to want to be with you. But what I can tell you is, if you feel judged and you don't feel supported, why would you spend any time with someone? Listen, my number one post I ever posted was stay away from people who make you feel hard to love, right? You are not hard to love. You are not hard to love. So, don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to yourself. You should spend every day feeling like you're important, because you are. So is it about your relationship? I'm not sure. I think you've been thinking about leaving for a long time. That's what I think. And I think that when it's time, you'll know. And I'm sending you all kinds of love and support. All right, you guys, I think we're going to call it. I'm a little exhausted. We did 45 minutes today. That's the longest I've done since we got back. I'm going to do Jen just because her name came up and I think it's important that we do it. Jen M. Lost Lands, Soul Memories and Gifts. You've done this before. So Jen M., welcome to Mercury retrograde. You are going to be ruminating in the past a little bit. Don't let it get to you. Remember, you're in retrograde. We ruminate. We miss people. Things feel harder, right? But trust that you're in the right place, you're doing the right things, and do not get too caught up in your past shit, because let me tell you, that's what retrograde's for. And check out my retrograde challenges that I'm doing. I'm going to post one every day, little challenges to make retrograde a little bit easier for all of us. All right, you guys, again, tap the screen for the moderators. We could not do this without them. Check out the replay on YouTube, and we will see you guys tomorrow morning. Happy Wednesday. Bye.